Hey yo, what is going on guys? Cash and Clean here, and for today's video I just wanted to talk about everything you need to know about club worlds, how to make them, what to do with the fixtures and all that good stuff. Starting things off, you want to go over here to the builder's crafting bench, and if you look over here to the club world section, we'll have two options here. The first one is a vault club, so you only make this if you want to have storage, so it's just going to be chests. You can't do any designs. Maybe in the future I would like them to, give you the option to design that vault world and even add more chests in there just so we have like more storage space. It would be super handy for like giveaway items, like especially for like some of the bigger clubs or even smaller clubs. If you have a lot of giveaway items you want to give out, you can have that vault club just for that extra storage space, but that's what we have for now. But the main thing we want to look at for this video is club cards. And with this, you need 200 golden souls. This used to be 100, but they changed it for some reason. I don't know why. It might have been with all of the fishing botters, so they decided to raise the prices a little bit. I don't really know what the idea of this was, but I guess it's 200 now. So if you have 200 golden souls and 25k flux, you can craft this, and then it's basically a little card that goes to your inventory. You just have to click on it and then name your club something that's just not been taken. And keep in mind, if you do something like, I had a club world named 727, when you see it, obviously if you know Osu, you know. The issue with having numbers at the start of your club world is you can't do the /join world command. You would have to do /get world ID, and it would copy the ID of the world. So if you want to do /join world, you would have to type in that entire thing to join the club world. No one's going to memorize that, and you can't really copy and paste and stuff like that. Or you could just do enter club, but inviting other people might be a little bit tricky, but just something to note basically. And looking at the other clubs here, you can have a space in there, so that's pretty nice. And yeah, basically once you have your club world made, you're going to spawn somewhere, and then you can get yourself some terraformers in the world of springs bench here, so you can get a bunch of terraformers. You can design it however you want to, but I'm not going to really talk about how to do all of that stuff. If you're not sure where to get the terraforming stuff, you just go to this bench, go to club world. Everything you need to is going to be in here. Your portal bench, your world of spring. This is just to heart your club world, because you can just access it from here. This is one of the bracket keys that I press, and this is a mod that I have that lets you unlike it. And yeah, that's all pretty self-explanatory. You can kind of mess around with the world spring and see what you would want to craft. Just decide what you want. Just be careful about placing stuff around the edges, because when you do terraforms, it's going to kind of cut into the chunks around the border. So if you build something around the border, it's just going to delete it. So be careful about what you're terraforming, and it's going to show you before it actually happens. So just be careful, just try to build in the middle. Try to use a lot of terraformers around what you want to do, just so whatever you end up building will be safe. So when you're starting things off, it's been a while since I've actually done this, but I'm pretty sure these first two things here are free, so you can place them down in here. Just note that you have to level up your club to unlock other slots around here. As you can see, this one's level 4, this one you have to be level 7. My club's at level 3 right now, so I don't have all these other spots. And basically what you want to do with these is you want to drag and drop it into here. So with the rally of heroes here, you're going to need this to level up your club. So that's what I have here. If you have it at level 1, you're not going to have some of the outside ones. I think you just get 2 if I remember correctly, so you have to level it up to unlock all these other guys. And at a certain point you're going to get purple adventure guys here, so that's going to be your Gonda quest, and I'm pretty sure like your U10 one where you get the cosmic gem boxes and stuff like that. And basically with the club XP stuff, so if we hover, so we'll take a look at this. So this only works with your primary club. You can take a look at the details a little bit more. I think there's like a command for it as well, but I don't remember. But if we look at the experience, we have the total experience, we have the daily experience. That's the most important part, because every single day there's a certain amount of XP you can get, which is right there, 100,000. And then the thing on the bottom just tells you how much more XP that you need. Now, I can't remember the exact amount you get for completing one. I know that it's very little. I think it was like 50 XP or something. Don't quote me on that number, but I know it's like a super low amount. So this is where alt accounts come in handy, so you can complete all of those on the alts, level up the club that way, and then you can like promote whatever you have going on here. So like, I don't know, I have defeat dungeon bosses in Jurassic Jungle. That's not really that good, so you can probably just do this on your own, because not many people are going to want to do that. But if you have like the fishing quest or something like that, maybe you can advertise it somewhere, or if like a club allows you to, you can do that. There is a Discord server for all of this. I can link that in the comments or the description if you guys want me to. Just let me know if you want me to do that, and if I get enough requests then I'll drop it down below. But if you've been around PC Trove for a while, you might have heard of it, or you might be in the club already, or you might be in the Discord already. Another thing to mention is I can just right click this. I don't know how you would do this on console, but basically I just right click this. You can remove it that way. I can't right now because I have heroes right now in here. These NPCs here are called heroes, and if they weren't there, I could remove this, take it down, and move it somewhere else. It does say it's going to cost Clubits, but I've never experienced having to pay extra. But if I tried it with this, for example, you can see that I can take it down and I can move it somewhere else. But that's going to be the next thing I was going to talk about, the Trovian Clubit Union. So that's where you're going to have this over here where you can donate Clubits. Everything that you farm for over there, because when you complete the adventure, you get Clubits. These over here give you Clubiatas if you donate. So if you turn your adventurine into Clubits, I wouldn't really recommend doing this at the hub. I know the hub has one, but you're going to waste your adventurine because I think the deal is worse. So if you have a club that has this specific thing maxed out, it should look something like this, and then you won't be wasting as much resources because mine's currently maxed out. So once you do that, convert whatever you need to Clubits, you get your pinatas, and then you can donate them in here. I don't have any right now, so it's just going to say that I don't have any Clubits to donate. And if you want to check it out, you can just go over here, and in Fixtures, you can see that you can have your Clubits right there showing. And something I do want to mention is this repos of heroes. Remember how I talked about there's rare NPCs or quests that you can get? This is going to be that right here. So you're just going to start off with basic ones, and then once you get this, if we scroll down a little bit over here, I have this leveled up to 3, so that means I can get all of the rare ones if I wanted to. I just have to get really good RNG. You're mainly just going to get common ones over there, but there is a chance you can get a rare one. And the way you do it is, if you go to these people over here, they have certain fixtures and stuff you can buy. Obviously, they cost Clubits. So you just want to look around to see which one you'd want to get and see which one that you'd want to level up. So the one that I got was Repos of Heroes. That's going to be over here, this one right here. And basically once you buy it, you can go over here to your little cogwheel thing, Fixtures, and you can just drag it in there. And if you don't need it, you can just right click it and then just get rid of it that way. And then upgrading, obviously pretty self-explanatory. You upgrade it like that. Something important to note is that obviously you can see the rent due over here on the bottom here. And the way this works is that for all the fixtures you have there, it costs rent to keep it up. Kind of like a weird way to think about it in a way, like if you just own a house, like if you buy a house, you have to pay rent for that house. Kind of like this in a way, but it's kind of a weird way to put it, but hopefully that makes sense. So you just have to make sure you have a bunch of Clubits stocked up, you can pay rent, and then you get the benefits for whatever you have going on. And then if you click the check mark, that's going to do it automatically. I am not going to do that because I don't do that for my club. It's just a personal club. But if you wanted to get your active benefits, then that's what you would do. Just hit the check mark to automatically do your Clubit stuff. And if you have no Clubits, then it's not going to pay your rent and you're just not going to get the benefits. But yeah, to place them down, I'm pretty sure once you have them here, you can just drag it or click on it maybe, and then you can just drag it around and decide where you want to put it. It was kind of like a weird process. I don't really remember. I also don't want to take it down just in case, but I'm sure you can like fiddle around with it and you'll be able to do it pretty much. And I know I'm kind of jumping around here a little bit, but if we go back to the fixtures, go over here to adventures, you can see all of your NPCs here. And in case you didn't like one, for example, you could just remove it like this. Just click remove. It'll cost Clubits, obviously. Not really obvious, but this game likes to not do things for free. So you can remove it and then you can try to get lucky to get an NPC that you want. In case you guys wanted to see an example of what to expect when you have like a fully maxed out club, or just what to have in general for the fixtures and you're kind of lost, here's an idea. Here's what Alpha Legacy has, for example. I'm just going to hover over each one, so if there is one that catches your attention, just pause the video at that point and hopefully that helps out in any way. And here's the last two here. I'm going to also hover over this, so in case you want to pause it, you can check that out. This is the benefits that we have here. And then I don't know if you want to check these out, but you can see which ones are max, which ones are not. So just gonna scroll down, and then that's pretty much it. And then I'll do another example with the other clubs here. So this one's for the Trove Academy here. So here's these fixtures here. You can just pause it whenever you need to. These are all max clubs, by the way. And then we got the active benefits here. And then if we go over here, we can check out which ones got upgraded and which ones did not. And you can check out the Clubits on the top right as well. And yeah, that's all the main things I wanted to talk about for this video. If you have any questions, drop it down in the comments down below. I'll try my best to answer that for you. And if you have anything else Trove related you want me to do for a future video, also let me know and I'll check that out. Anyway, thank you all so much for listening, watching, viewing, and subscribing, and I will talk to you all later.